everyone. Myself Madhura Zagade. This is our practical session based on topic JDBC API. Stands for Java Database Connectivity and API stands for Application Programming Interface. That means it includes the number of classes, method, interfaces which are required to develop our application. So what is the aim of our practical steps for executing JDBC basic program for MS Access database to creation of table? So what are the requirements? First requirements to install the JDK software, then MS Access, again Notepad which is used to write our Java program. So these are the 5 steps. Out of this, step number 1, create folder to save your Java program. Second step, open Microsoft Office Access and create database and save it on your folder. And step number 3, that most important step for JDBC, create DSN, that is a data source name. So first 2 steps are so simple. So first we will perform the step number 1 and step number 2, then we will move towards the step 3. So what is the first step? Just create a folder. Second step, create a database and save it on your folder. So I here create folder in my D drive and provide name as a practical 1. Okay, so here step 1 is created, that I have created folder name as a practical 1. Close it, then move towards the step number 2. So what is our step number 2? Create a database. So I am here opening the Microsoft Office Access, click on blank database. On the right hand side we have to mention the database name. What is our aim? To create a table. Here I am creating the table as a student, so I have assigned the database name as a student info. Okay, so and provide the location of your folder that you have already created. So click on browse button, go to the your folder name that you have created already, practical 1. Click on the OK. That means your database student underscore info now it will be stored on D drive practical 1 folder. So click on the create button, which helps to create your database. So here we can manually create a table also, but now what is our aim? To create a table by using the JDBC basic program. So before move towards the next step, remember one thing, close this Microsoft Office Access. So here I am closing this MS Access and move towards the step number 3. So what is our step number 3? Create a DSN, that is a data source name which is used to store the data. So I will explain you how to create a DSN. Step 1, start control panel. So here I have click here start and type here as a control panel. So double click here, then select system and security, select administrative tools, select ODBC data source, because here we have make a collection between Java application and Microsoft Office Access. So here we use JDBC ODBC driver. So just click here ODBC data source, allow it, then you will get such kinds of window which helps to create your user DSN. Okay, that means I want to create my DSN. So here I am clicking which button? Add. Okay, I want to make connection Java application along with the Microsoft Access. So this window helps to select the drivers for your corresponding database. Here I am using Microsoft Access, so I select here Microsoft Access driver which support these 2 files extension. click on that the finish button. Then you will get such kinds of window which helps to provide the name, that is a data source name. This name is very important because you have to mention this name in your program. Okay, here I am provide name as a info. So here I am creating DSN info. Now this info DSN name for the database. Okay, so here database, it includes the number of buttons here: select button, create, repair or compile. But we have already created the database, so you have to just provide the location of this database by using the select button. So I am select. After selection of this button, provide the location. It's a D drive. Select our folder as a practical number 1, in which we have already created database as a student info. So just click here, database name will be appear here. Click on the OK. Okay, so data source name now info, and now database location will be D drive in practical 1 folder. Click on that the OK button. Now you can see that our info DSN is created successfully. So click on that the OK button. Let's move towards the next step. Just close this all windows. What is the step number 4? Write the Java program in Notepad and save it by using the .java extension. Okay, I have already typed this Java program. Okay, so now we have to make some changes. That is, we have to provide here as a DSN name. It is a DSN name as a info. Okay, in a theoretical session I have already explained this all program. That is what is the use of this import, what is the use of this class.forName method, each and everything. But in short, I will explain it once again. Okay, so this is a database connectivity program. So we require to import the one package which helps to make the connection. That is, so import java.sql.*semicolon, that is a structured query language. Then start coding class name. Here I am writing class and providing class name as a practical 3. Public static void main string args, it is the main method of your class which helps to start execution of your program. In the JDBC basic programming, it includes the main step. It is the first step, creation of DSN. Okay, we have already created DSN as a info. Then second step, after completion of creation DSN, then move towards the register and loads the driver. So for that purpose, here we have to use class.forName method. The forName method is used to load the drivers dynamically. Okay, if these drivers are loaded successfully, then and then only you will get message on command prompt such as the drivers are loaded properly. If first step is completed, move towards the second step, that is define and establish the connection. Connection is defined by using the connection interface and established by using the get connection method. Here I am using Microsoft Office Access, so get connection method includes only one argument. Okay, but if I am using Oracle or SQL Server as a backend, so for that purpose you have to pass the 3 argument in a get connection method. That is the first one, this is called as a URL comma username and password for this backend. But here I am using simply MS Access, which does not require any username and password for open that the software. So in that get connection method include only one parameter, which includes protocol colon subprotocol colon DSN name. So here my protocol name is a JDBC colon subprotocol ODBC, that is the Open Database Connectivity colon DSN name, that is I have created here info as a data source name. If this connection is done successfully, then and then only you will get a message that is a connection established. Now what is our aim? To create a table. So here I have to create a table as a student. That means you have to execute the SQL query. So for execution of that the SQL query in JDBC, we require to call the statement object by using the particular method. So this line it helpful for to the creation or execution of that the SQL query. So for creation of that table, here I am using execute method st.execute. So creation of table, create table, table name. Here I am creating table as a student along with the two attributes id and then name, which has a data type as a varchar. If table is created successfully, then you will get this message on the command prompt. Okay, so try catch block is used here for handling the runtime error. So this is basically simple program, just helps to create the table already already created a database. Okay, so we will now start how to execute this program. Okay, so that is the next step. Here that is what is the next step. Write a Java program. We have already write it. Now save it by using the .java extension. So first save it by using the .java extension in your folder. So save as in your folder. So go D drive, practical 1. Here program name it as a practical 3 dot java, because it is your Java program. Click on the save button. Okay, after completion of this step number 4, let's move to the step number 5, that is open command prompt. Then first change the directory by using the cd and provide the path of the jdk. Then compile your program and execute your program. So let's start. First start, then open the command prompt by using keyword cmd. Open this command prompt and change directory by using the cd space and paste your folder location. Okay, minimize it. This PC, I have created folder in the D drive and my folder name practical 3.java. Okay, it helps to find out whether it includes any error or not. Just click on that enter. Okay, compilation done successfully is nothing but it does not include any errors, and it helps to create a .class file, that is a practical 3 .class file is created on your folder. Okay, after successful compilation, now execute your program by using query java space name practical 3, enter. Okay, so now you will get this output, that is the drivers are loaded properly, connection established, and table is created successfully. What actually system.output print line write in your basic program, that is drivers are loaded, connection established, and table is created successfully. So let me check whether that particular table is created or not. So for that purpose, first move towards the in your folder D drive. I have developed as a practical 1. Okay, here .class file is generated because our compilation of program is done successfully. After compilation, practical 3 .class file is generated and store it in your folder. This is my database. So let's check whether that student table is created or not. So just double click here. Okay, see here student table is created in the student info database along with the two attributes id and name. So in this way, with the help of JDBC basic program, you can easily create a table in MS Access. So this is our practical number 1, which regarding our aim to develop a or create a table. So in next practical session, I will explain you how to insert the data in your table, again how to retrieve that data and display on your command prompt on your command prompt window. Okay, so I will explain this all concept in your next practical session. Thank you so much. I hope you will understand this whole concept by using my theoretical session again with the help of my this practical session. So thank you very much.